What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Test, the show that never dies because I keep buying silly things. Welcome on in. I feel like every time I record a video, like I'm slightly further over to the side. I don't know if it's just because I'm recording in the daylight and there's more natural light here, so it's kind of like it's lit in a different way that's like confusing me. But yeah, I don't know. Something it just seems off. But we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to focus on that. Today, we're going to focus on a very special item that I'll tell you about here in just a moment, though I'm sure you already know what it is because you clicked on this video. But that doesn't matter. The point is, Taste Test posts every single Saturday, 6 a.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. Don't worry. You don't have to be awake for that. You can just get up at your normal time on Saturdays. But if you're up early, maybe you're watching this on the East Coast and you're like, oh my gosh, 6 a.m. is rolling around. No, that's 3 a.m. for me, which means that it's not up. That's 9 a.m. your time. Okay? So 6 a.m. Pacific time every Saturday. Trying random items, trying new stuff, weird stuff, random stuff that I found, limited edition items. That's typically where things are, but sometimes it's just a random 6-pack of beer that I found at a local mart or whatever the heck you want to call it. But my name is Sean and I enjoy doing this sort of thing. Today we are trying kind of a weird item in that it's a normal item. It's a Mountain Dew Spark, but the story behind it is a little bit odd. So here we have Mountain Dew Spark. It is a blast of raspberry lemonade with the typical Mountain Dew flavor, I assume. Yeah, this is today's item. Totally, this looks totally normal. Where it's like, oh, here's this new Mountain Dew. Sean's trying a new Mountain Dew. That checks out. That's like fairly normal, pretty basic youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex type content. What's interesting about this is they actually released it 2 separate times as a Speedway exclusive. Now, I live in the Pacific Northwest. I also bump the microphone a lot. I should probably just open this really quickly. Hold on. So now I don't drop it or bump the microphone. Anyway, so they released it twice over the last couple of years, a Speedway exclusive. Now me, again, living in the Pacific Northwest, we don't have Speedways around here. And what I originally thought that was that I would have to go to like a literal actual Speedway, like a Talladega or an Indianapolis or Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and go to a literal Speedway just to try Mountain Dew. Now, did I consider this as an idea? Probably. Did I give up pretty much immediately because I don't really care about NASCAR? Absolutely. And by like not really care, I mean like don't care at all. Look, words. So they released it, and now on the face of it, it sounds really stupid if you're watching this on the East Coast or the South, down in the South Coast, and you're watching this, you're probably like, what is this idiot talking about? What does that even mean? Do you think it's just a super speedway thing? And I'm like, well, on the face of it, yeah, sounds pretty dumb. But Mountain Dew does have specific locations. Like there's an exclusive Mountain Dew to KFC that you can only get from the fountain. Or you even take Baja Blast, which is only released over the summer. Otherwise, it's exclusive to Taco Bell. For me, in my head, that wasn't outside the realm of possibility. It made sense, enough sense to satisfy my dumb brain to be like, yeah, okay, cool, not going to get to try it. Sweet. And there have been Mountain Dews in the past where it's been like grocery store exclusive. I can't remember what like the grocery store like specifically is. I can't remember what it is. But as it turns out, Speedway is like just a regular like convenience store / gas station thing that we just don't have in the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, you could just buy these totally normally without having to pay the exorbitant fees of NASCAR to try Mountain Dew. Now they are going with this. They do have a car on this can. But they are going with this like this style we've seen a couple of times. It's a very like artistic look to it. I think it looks nice. I think the color palette's nice. I'm excited to try this one. It seems like people really enjoy it. Obviously, enough people enjoyed it to where they took it from a a Speedway exclusive and made it available to everyone. It was kind of weird because it just sort of happened where it was like this weird thing where all of a sudden I was just like on the internet as I am, and all of a sudden it's just kind of like, oh, okay, Mountain Dew Spark is just available everywhere, and it's like, oh, there was no real lead up, no fanfare. I didn't see anything that was like coming in February or January or whatever, leading into it, which is usually what I see nowadays in this sort of thing, because I do follow some accounts on like Twitter and Instagram that are like, hey, it's this new item is going to hit shelves in February and this item is going to hit shelves in January, and so I kind of have like an idea of it. Like the Thrashed Apple is a good example of that. This one just kind of was like, here, it's out, it's open. Now it did out in the open, I should say. It did take me like 3 weeks to find it. So there is that aspect of it. Because again, I live on the West Coast, so I assume everything starts in the East and then just slowly migrates all the way over here. Because I always feel like I'm behind on it. Unless it's like a fast food restaurant or like something that has like a set date, like launch that, you go like McDonald's and they're like, oh, ribs are everywhere. And they start now. They might start earlier in some spots, but you would never know it. Doesn't matter. Point is, we got a new Mountain Dew to try. Very excited about it. There is a new Mountain Dew Rise or Mountain Dew Energy, because they switched the name of that. That's coming out as well. It's exciting times. There's rumors of a Batman tie-in. Very exciting. Last time they did a Batman tie-in, it was their best flavor, Dark Berry. So, I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting times. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump on in here and try it. I'm excited about it, but I'm a little hesitant because this is such an interesting one because it has a 50-50 split of, I love when Mountain Dew is paired with berry because it's raspberry lemonade. And I'm like, yeah, raspberry, cool. I'm hesitant because it's lemonade. Mountain Dew is already lemon lime. Does it really need to be lemon lime lemonade? That's a lot of citrus. So we'll see how this balances out. And I do think that Mountain Dew balances very well with berry specifically. As I'm sure every time I bring up a Mountain Dew, I go, oh, here's the breakdown of how Mountain Dew tastes. And it's like, okay, cool, great. We're 87 episodes into this. You don't have to explain it every time, okay? I know you're trying to get the double ad roll, okay? You don't have to. All right. Very lemonade-y scent right off the bat. Getting a lot of that. I was hoping for more raspberry. So hoping a little punch of that raspberry. But definitely, the lemonade definitely, to me, is really, really overpowering. Overpowering, probably the wrong word, but is the most noticeable. That's the better word. Let's try it out here. I'm kind of curious what color it is. Oh, I know what color it is. It's pink. I've seen the bottles. So the reason, you might be wondering, this is a quick aside, I promise. You might be wondering why I have a 12-pack. This is available in bottles, but when I found it, all I could find was the Mountain Dew Zero Sugar in the bottle. So I just grabbed this because there wasn't very many of them, and I was like, I don't really want to chance it. Turns out, could have chanced it. There were bottles all over the place. Not really that like big of a deal, but I was like in my panicked mode of like, I have to make content. And then it sat on the floor in this, in the place that I live for a week. And then, I didn't get to it because I forgot to put it in the refrigerator. It's okay. Again, I want more raspberry. If this were just raspberry Dew, I think it'd be much better. But like, because there's just extra citrus, it's just like, oh, like great. We already have lemon and lime. Now there's lemonade on top of it with like a little bit of raspberry flavor. Yeah, I'm not wowed. I'm also not like disgusted. I'm kind of like right in the middle of meh, you know? It was a really loud slurp, and I apologize. Yeah, it's not bad. There's a little bit of raspberry on the aftertaste. but I don't think that, I don't think it's strong enough to really punch through. It's definitely lemonade-y, which isn't bad, but I definitely, when it comes to lemonade, I'll drink lemonade like twice a year. Like I'll be out during like a hot summer day and like pick out in the park in Spokane, Washington, and I'll be like, you know what sounds good is lemonade, and then I'll almost always not finish it. I'll drink like half of it and be like, okay, that's enough. I've had my lemonade for the next 6 months. And then I'll buy it somewhere else. Usually it's like a fair. Not that I go to a ton of fairs or anything, but like for some reason I just go like, oh man, lemonade. That's what I would like to have now. Of course, I don't remember the last time I had lemonade, so maybe that once to twice a year is more like a 4 times a decade sort of situation. That's a extravagant jump, but I think you get what I'm going for. Let's see. It's fine. It's a little surprising that it's that popular, that it got like a nationwide release. I mean, you don't even have like the Sweet Lightning that's at KFC. That's not ever been in a bottle. It's not great. I think I had it one time. I forget. Did I? Yeah. I had it one time. I don't think I had it on the show or any sort of show. I think I just had it. I think that one's peach, I want to say. And that one's like, okay. Obviously, I don't care that much about it, so it's kind of hard to... I don't love it, obviously. But this is okay. I do think if you cut the lemonade, you just make it raspberry. I think that's a way more interesting flavor profile. It's probably a little bit of like market confusion though, because there already is like Major Melon, and that's a very pink drink. And this one, it was like, if it were just raspberry, it would also be a very like pink or red drink, and you already have Code Red. So I think that's like kind of hard to like, not like hard to differentiate, but it might look like it's kind of covering like a similar base, if that makes sense. Because they have, I want to say Code Red's like cherry, which is gross. Cherry sucks. But I don't know. I kind of lost that thought a little bit, but I do think solid thought, just raspberry would be pretty good with the lemonade. It's just extra citrus. The lemonade really like is the standout flavor of this. There's a little bit of the raspberry, but it should probably, honestly, for me, should be flipped. Should be raspberry punchin', maybe like a little hint of the, the lemonade, and then, I don't know, the rest of the full body Mountain Dew. That's how people like talk about wine. They're like, it's a full body. And like, oh, shut up. Stop talking to me. Leave me alone. Yeah, not great, not terrible. Somewhere in the middle. So there you go. Riveting reviews right here on youtube.com/SeanOfStarStrikes. But that's why you're here on this channel. It's because you like the personality, hopefully. Maybe you enjoy the haircut. I don't really know. That must be real jarring. 1 week, it's super long, all over the place, and then gone. Poof, gone. If you do like this kind of content, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. We'll be back next Saturday with a brand new episode of Taste Test. What it is, I don't know. So you'll just have to click that subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified, and you'll be reminded next Saturday when that video posts. If you'd like more, click around, look for some more videos. Wait till I'm done talking. It'll fade to what is basically the thumbnail. A couple of videos will pop up there for you, and you can check out last week's taste test, which is, it would be the Huckleberry Cider. And that is a good video. It's a little long, but it's good. Probably shouldn't, be honest. Camera, focus! I don't move that much. I digress. Thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next week with another taste test episode. Until then, goodbye.